I'm Elizabeth Cairncross. It's my great privilege to be the head at Wells Cathedral School. Wells Cathedral School was founded in 909. We were founded really well, I don't think we were ever founded, we just sort of fell into existence to educate the boys of the choir of Wells Cathedral. We are hugely fortunate to live and work in this heritage site, but it also, of course, has significant constraints. 40 years ago, also, an inspirational predecessor of mine, Alan Quilter, realised that the school was going to decline gently over the next 50 years, probably, unless he did something pretty quickly. And he did two things. He took this ancient choir school and he made it coeducational. And he took Wells Cathedral School with its music heart, because of the choir, because of our choristers, into the government's music and dance scheme. The music and dance scheme allows the training and development in good school environments and, if necessary, residential school environments for elitely talented young musicians and dancers. We have a dream at Wells. We say our dream is to offer an inspiring education in a musically alive and beautiful environment as a brilliant foundation for life. Our beautiful environment, you've heard various people talk about. Brilliant foundation for life is really what my job is all about. Parents are interested in what their children are doing. Now I'm interested in what they're going to be doing in 20 years' time, when they will be running my own people's home. I have a vested interest in the generation of children that I am educating at the moment. So resilience, confidence without arrogance, a moral compass, kindness. You have to take academic excellence and musical excellence for granted in my job. It's the other things that take the effort. And the beautiful environment really, really helps. We are now building a performance building, as you've heard, and a pavilion as well. And we are, of course, thinking about what next, because Sir Colin Stansfield-Smith has helped us with a wonderful master plan. And when you're working in a heritage environment, and when you're about teaching and learning in children, and when you're about sustainability and what about the next 1,000 years, one of the things that you start to do is not to look at what buildings look like, but at the kind of values that they present, the kind of values that their designs present. Because of course our performance building has got to be acoustically wonderful, and of course it's got to fit within the heritage environment. But it was Sir Colin who taught me that it's not about where you put the buildings, Elizabeth, it's about the spaces in between. Somebody who has the vision, the courage, the tenacity, and sheer cheek to do what Eric Parry Associates did with this building is the person I want to work with us at Wells. Wells is about music, and music is at its heart, although, as I said, we've got lots of children at Wells who don't come because of music, but we know that in terms of the way the brain develops and the heart and the soul and the spirit develop, music is really quite important. And there's a question to be asked about, where do we learn best? I talked to a lot of our students at Wells about their best learning environments. Remember, some of them are musicians and many of them aren't. Or at least they don't think they are. They tend to be rather more than they think at Wells. And you've got people who said, well, it doesn't matter, I could be taught in a shed. Seriously, that's what somebody said. Many of them said, colour important. They don't want bland, please not white, please not magnolia. When musicians practice in little cell-like practice rooms, they want light, and if it can't be daylight, it needs to be as close to what can look like daylight as possible. They don't want any clutter, but they do like colour, please. Not white, not magnolia. A girl who is now a teacher, a few years ago, saying in one of his classrooms, when I start to teach, I'm going to turn the heating down, and that way everyone's going to stay awake. Musicians say, practicing music, they say, people don't realise this, is hugely physically demanding. Don't make the rooms too warm. Architects have a lot of leeway with what it looks like, but please pay attention to what it feels like inside.